Hey, TVs! It's Psychic Bob. Well, welcome. Welcome to Sunday night. Looks like we got some people gathering in our chat. All right, Kathy Private's here. Hi, Kathy. Laura Doss is here. Eric Ross is here. Now, is that coincidence that Laura Doss and Eric Ross are next to each other? It kind of rhymes. Laura Doss and Eric Ross. I love that. Hey, guys, welcome. Chilled Fox is here. Yay, Shannon Turner's here. Oh my gosh. Christy Taylor's here. The Axum is here. Don Chance is here. Bella Bella's here. Stacy Lee's here. Excuse me. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. It is so awesome to be here. We got a lot of people arriving. Okay, Stacy Lee's here. Sin 1982's here. Yay, Debbie Webby's here. Angela Passmore's here. Hi, Angela. Lillian Carabella's here. Oh my gosh, it's flying by here. Sebastian's here. Stephanie Kroll's here. Yay, wonderful. Richard Hill's here. Yay. I am so glad you guys are here. And tonight we are going to do readings in just a little while. So we're going to get more people here. Let's see. Annie Jha is here. Hello, Mina Lori's here. Yay. Silly Jane is here. My goodness gracious. We do have a lot of people coming in here. This is so much fun. Well, tonight we got a few things we're going to talk about before we get into readings. And I thought I would share some interesting wisdom with you. One of my favorite philosophers. We're going to talk about him tonight. I'll tell you about him in just a minute. We still got to get people in. Everybody's just getting the notice, okay? So bear with us. We're going to have some cool stuff to talk about also. Shelley Priest is here. Yay, Bella, Shelley Priest, excuse me. Anyways, guys, I was going to say, if you didn't see yesterday's video, you need to go see it, okay? Hi, Julia McIntyre's here. Susan Olivo is here. Excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. I'm terrible at names. I can't see. I got to find my glasses here. I can see everybody. So, yes, Susan Olivo, Julia McIntyre. Yay. Oh, my gosh. This is so cool. I'm telling you, if you didn't see yesterday's video, you got to check that out. We had a wonderful time. We had a seance, and the spirit guides were amazing. Oh, $10 from Stephanie to help support the channel. Stephanie, thank you so much. That's wonderful. I love that. Well, we'll make sure to get you a question in tonight, okay? Anyways, as I was saying yesterday, we had a little seance. And I have to tell you, a few people wrote to me and said, Psychic Bob, what's it like when you channel? And when I do that, when I do trance channeling, like you see in yesterday's video, for me, it's like I'm just lying on the sofa. You know how you ever been lying on the sofa napping and you're drifting off to sleep? And you're hearing the TV play, like if you've been watching a TV show. That's what it's like. I hear it kind of going on in the background, but I don't really know what's going on. I'm not really attached to it. So I have to come back and actually watch the video to see what came through. So I don't always know what happened. So just kind of answer that, Hey, Constant Trippers are. Hey, Bob, finally caught you on. Welcome. Gav probably doesn't know Bob. He's usually here. I sent out, guys, I was going to ask you, hey, Matthew, good to see you, Matthew Stanley. I was going to ask you guys, I didn't have time today to put out a video. It's been a day of readings. I want to say thank you to all you calling for private readings and having a great time. Hey, Buvana Lakes here. Good to see you, Buvana. So I put out they have a new thing on YouTube where you put out a post. And I sent out a post today saying I was going to be live tonight. I'm just curious, did you guys see the posts that I sent out? I don't know if anybody sees my posts. I don't know where those go. If they just go to your page, when you open YouTube, you see them. Anyways, I'd love to hear about if you saw the post that I put up tonight. Yes, hi, Christy. Good to see you. I'm so glad I could share that for you. Yeah, I've been getting questions about. People are interested. For you guys that are interested, I'm probably going to start doing a live class that you can join for psychic development. I'm working on that, and so hopefully before Christmas I can have that up and running for you. Okay, and you'll be able to do some psychic development. We're going to talk about channeling and spirit connections and all of that. So we will be doing more for the side of psychic development. Hey, Seeker of Knowledge, good to see you. Chris Lewowski, thank you. So Lukowski, excuse me. Lukowski says, I saw it earlier. Yay. Hey, Ken, good to see you. Eric Ross said he didn't see it. Okay. Julia McIntyre, it's the first time that oops, Julia, you just went by. Hold on, let's see if I can get it back here. It's the first time that I've seen you live, Bob. I'm curious about it. No, I didn't see your post. Okay, well, anyways, I hope that answers a little bit about channeling. Some mediums, just so you know, when they channel, they're more conscious. I tend to be more or less conscious, I should say. One of the things I wanted to share with you about that video from yesterday, which I find very interesting. I was watching it, and at the end of the video, when Rose is talking and she's saying goodbye to everybody, and she says like the power is fading, and you can start to hear her voice fading. I was listening to that, and I got to tell you, it's kind of not eerie in a bad way, but very interesting. It's kind of spooky because I have to say, I did not manipulate that. There was no volume control going down. That voice literally sounded like it just faded out into the ethers. And it was so fascinating because I was listening to that. It was like a smooth fade. And I was like, well, I can't do that with my voice. So I don't know how they do that, but I think it was like an energy, like that energy with withdrawing. And you could hear Rose literally just fade away. It's really interesting. And I'd love you guys if you go back. It's like at 20, I think it was, I wrote it down because I was looking at 24 minutes and 50 seconds. If you get a chance to go back and start at 24:50 and just look at that last minute of the broadcast of that section of the channel. It's like the last 60 seconds. So 24:50, I want you to look at that because I just think it's very, very interesting. That's the way that voice fades. It's very paranormal in my opinion. And you know, I've always said that I think that in terms of psychic phenomena, that trance channeling is kind of right on that edge between mental mediumship and physical mediumship. And so I think it's very interesting. Anyways, we're going to talk more about mental and physical mediumship in the coming week, but I just wanted to share that with you. Also, before we get into everything else tonight, I want to show you my newest artwork. I've released today a new artwork, a new painting, and I want to share that with you guys tonight. Hold on, somebody just said, okay, Christy Taylor says, they fade out with you. I've never seen that happen with public channeling. I don't think I've seen it either, Christy, but it is interesting, isn't it? It's a phenomena. And Chris Lukowski says, yes, it's a gradual fade of energy. It's not fake. It's not fakeable. Yeah, you see, because I'm listening, I'm like, there's no way my voice can do that. And I am not touching the computer. There's no shift in the electronics. So anyways, Chris, I'm glad you saw that because I watched it and I was like, that is really freaky. I just don't know if you've ever seen it. So anyways, something for you to go to research a little later. You get a chance of paranormal phenomena, okay? So anyways, Swede Gem is here. Sweden in the house. Yay, all the way from Sweden. My God, you're up late. It's like 1 a.m. in Sweden, I think, isn't it? Well, welcome, welcome. Oh, Sin 1982 says, I went to a different spiritual church today. Did you like it, Sin? Did they have readings there? I'm curious. I want to hear about it. Hey, Joe A is here. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Enchanting Moon's here. Yay. That's so cool. I'm so glad you guys are here. Listen, and I want to say before I get any further tonight, if I miss anybody's statement, question, comment, please know I am not trying to ignore anybody. I've been getting some, what should I say, hostile mail from a few people who have accused me of being hateful. I'm not being hateful, guys. There's only one of me. There's, hundreds of you, and I'm trying to read it. And unfortunately, it's the technology. The chat flies by sometimes faster than I can even read it. So if I miss your question or don't respond to you, please know I'm not doing that purposely, okay? Stephanie Kroll says she's here from Texas. Yay! I think what time was it? Like an hour behind us. I'm in Washington, D.C. time, so it's 7:06 right now. So is it 6:06 in Texas? Just curious, okay? Salt and Peppa's here. Hey, Salt and Peppa. Say, can you do me? Okay, Salt and Peppa. We're going to get into readings in just a little while here, but I got a few more things I got to cover before we get into all that, okay? So just bear with us. We're going to come back around, so don't worry. We'll give you a chance to ask questions. Anyways, I want to show you my new artwork, okay? And so you can get this today over at my website, and this is my new artwork. Oops, I got some glare on it. It's called Solar Biomorph. Can you see it? It's got a golden sun. That's like a golden sun. And there's a biomorph below it. This is done on canvas. This is canvas board done in acrylics. But anyways, if you like this, you can get that at my website, PsychicBob.com. In fact, we're down here below my finger, PsychicBob.com. That's my website. Go there. If you don't see it when you get there, hit refresh. You may have an old link. So you have to refresh your screen. And if you scroll down, you'll see it there. And it's got directions how to download it and save it so you can have it. Now you can print this out. You can frame it. Makes a wonderful gift for people who like modern art. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Susan Oliva says, I love it. Stephanie Kroll says, I don't need a reading now, but I just enjoy the channel. Thank you so much. Bonnie Daly, very cool painting. Bella Bella, nice. Julia McIntyre, nice art, Bob. Mr. 72368, looks like a mirror. Yeah, it's very reflective metallic paint. The print that you'll download doesn't have the reflective value. I couldn't capture that because it's, scanned. But in real life, it's a little shiny. But your version will be a little more, see how when I have it tilted, there's less light. It'll be a little duller. It'll look like that. But it's still pretty cool, and I hope you like it. So, yay. Okay, Buvana Lake says, I'll download it. Constant Trevor says, I love it. Very shiny, said Jose A. Ken says, nice. So awesome. Thank you so much. Debbie Webby says, Bob, I can't believe people honestly think you would not answer them on purpose because you hate them. You don't have a hateful bone in your body. Bob is very popular. Please be understanding. Thank you, Debbie Webby. I don't want to hate anybody. I don't. It's just a numbers thing. You understand that. And this is the thing is sometimes people write me letters. And right now, I honestly get thousands of letters a month. And I can't personally write everybody, It's just not that I don't love you, I do what I can. I try to be as available as I can and do as much free work as I can. But the truth is, still got to make a living. So people that buy readings, I have to be honest, I give them a little priority in the mail. So that's just the way it is, Anyways, yay, Kathy Private loves my painting. Yay, thank you so much. I agree, Bella Bella. People get impatient. So, I do the best I can, and I thank you. Anyways, one other thing I want to share tonight before we get into readings is how many of you remember the movie from the 1980s, The Karate Kid? Do you remember that? That was one of my favorite movies, and I got to show you what I found. I was cleaning out my bookcase. I have a bunch of books, and I found one of my original copies from 1984 of the book version, the novel version of the movie Karate Kid. And that's Mr. Miyagi here. He was a karate teacher, and this is Daniel, who he calls Daniel-san. And Ralph Macchio, that's right, that's Pat Morita, the karate guy, and then Ralph Macchio. One of my favorite movies. And I really relate this movie because I was the age of the actors in the movie. I was 16 when this movie came out. And that's the same age that Daniel is. He turned 16 during the film. And yeah, I was in high school too, Bella. Remember, Bob, one of my faves. Yay, Matthew loves this. It says, love the book. So anyways, I wanted to read the book. The book is actually just a tiny bit different than the movie, which is interesting because, you know, a lot of times they develop these books off the screenplay, and then as they produce the movie, it changes a little bit. But there's a scene in here which I wanted to share with you because I think there's true spiritual wisdom. I think we all need a Mr. Miyagi in our lives, don't we? You know? And I have to tell you, I was very fortunate. I actually had my own Mr. Miyagi. It was when I was in my early 20s. I knew a Japanese Jodo Shinshu priest who trained me in meditation. And he was kind of like my Mr. Miyagi, and he helped me through a lot of my life struggles. His name was Reverend Suji, and I love him very much. He's now in the spirit world, but I always said, I used to tell Reverend Suji, I said, you're like Mr. Miyagi to me. He didn't know who Mr. Miyagi was. He goes, I don't know who you're talking about. I said, never mind. Anyways, but I love the Karate Kid. So I'm going to read to you a little section of Mr. Miyagi knowledge, okay? Now, for those of you who have seen the movie, you'll probably remember this scene. If you haven't seen the movie, let me give you a little background. So this is a scene where Daniel and his mother just moved to an apartment building, and he meets the maintenance man, who is Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, in his spare time when he's not doing maintenance, he creates bonsai trees. He cultivates little bonsai trees, little miniature Japanese trees. They're beautiful. If you've never seen a bonsai tree, you've got to look it up. So it's spelled Bonsai. This is a scene where Daniel is taught about bonsai by Mr. Miyagi. It's very fascinating spiritual truth in here. Bella says, I have an Asian friend that goes to a Buddha church. By the way, speaking of the Buddhist churches, the priest that I knew was what was called Jodo Shinshu, and that's the most popular form of Buddhism in Japan. And that honors the Buddha Amida. And in this movie, they show Mr. Miyagi sitting at a Buddhist shrine, which is a Jodo Shinshu shrine. So it's just kind of cool because like the shrine that he has in the movie is clearly Amida Buddha, which was the Buddha I was taught about. So it's kind of cool. A lot of parallels. I feel like this movie parallels my own life in a lot of ways. It's kind of freaky in a good way, So, all right. So this is where Daniel starts to learn about bonsai. And so Falar's 23's here. Came for my Psychic Bob. Psychic Bob's here. Tina J's here. Yay. Good to see you, Tina J. Thank you. So we're going to read this chapter, or not the whole chapter, just a little section. This is in chapter 9. Okay. So Daniel, picture this. Daniel's walking into his to Miyagi's, little maintenance shop in the apartment complex where he lives. It's a maintenance building. And he sees these trees. Welcome, Mr. Miyagi said, and then returned his attention to trimming branches. Just so you know, when they do these trees, they sit and they trim and clip the little branches and sculpt the tree, literally. I returned his attention to trimming branches. Daniel watched, frankly curious. Are these real? He asked. Hi. How did they get so small? Mr. Miyagi answered proudly. I trained. Clip here, tie there. Bonsai grows. Where did you learn how? Japan? Okinawa. That's my country. It is a small island southwest of main islands of Japan, halfway to China. Did you learn this kind of gardening in a school there? Daniel asked as he touched the soft needles of the miniature pine. No, my father, he taught me. He was a gardener? Miyagi answers, fisherman. It seemed odd to Daniel that a fisherman could learn such an incredible skill and pass it on to his son. Yet there it was. They're really beautiful, he remarked. You like to try it? Thanks, but I just mess it up. Close your eyes, said Mr. Miyagi quietly. Daniel hesitated, but there was something reassuring in Mr. Miyagi's face. He shut his eyes. Now concentrate. Think only of a tree. Make it a perfect picture, every detail down to last leaf. Wipe mind clean of everything but tree. Nothing exists in whole world but tree. Just tree. Buvana Lake, love it when you read. They brought back Karate Kid on TV. Yeah, I heard about that. Thank you for your kind words. I love to read to you guys. He saw it. So he's talking about Daniel in his mind. He saw it. It stood, a cypress on a cliff, by an ocean, beaten and shaped by the harsh wind and salt air. Its branches withstood the environment and reached bravely for nourishment and survival. It was lonely and beautiful. You got it? Daniel nodded. Open eyes. Remember picture? Yes. Mr. Miyagi pushed a small, bushy pine tree to him and placed the clippers in Daniel's hand. Make like picture, he said, returning to his own tree. Daniel stared at the tree in front of him, overwhelmed by the task. Mr. Miyagi sensed his awe and smiled. Trust the picture. Daniel responded, but how do I know if my picture is the right one? Miyagi says, if it comes from inside of you, it is always the right one. It seems so simple. Could it be true? Tentatively, Daniel sniffed at the tree, and again he looked at Mr. Miyagi for approval. When he nodded, Daniel turned his full attention to the trees. So I'm going to stop there. But do you see what Mr. Miyagi is saying to Daniel-san here? He said, and this is the part I want you to remember. When Daniel says, is it the right picture? He says, trust the picture. He says, if it comes from inside of you, it's always the right one. And I think this is very important, especially now, because so many of us, myself included, we get into this quagmire of the crazy world and we think, do we know our own way? Could we ever make a choice about anything? And I think there's great truth and wisdom in Mr. Miyagi's words that trust the picture inside of you and that it will be the right one. So I'm going to leave that with you to think about today, okay? So one more thing before we get into readings. I'll show you my jewelry I'm wearing today, okay? Y'all always get upset if I don't tell you what my jewelry is. So today I'm wearing one of my hexagram stars. This is done in silver with little crystals and zirconias. And it's like a glowing, it's hard to see here on camera, but it's a glowing star. It sparkles. This is not the pentacle. This is the 6-rayed star called the hexagram. And the hexagram is also a very powerful magical symbol. This is worn by many Jewish people, also known as the Star of David. And on Wednesday, we're going to talk about the power of the hexagram. And we're going to talk about a book that I've been reading, which we'll share more on Wednesday this week, called The Book of Starlight. And this is a channel work by an Indian guide named White Eagle. It talks about the power of the 6-rayed star and how to bring that power into your life. It's a beautiful book with lots of color and illustrations. Here, I'll just read the first page. It said, well, not the first page, this page we opened to, because you know I believe in the signs. You open it and it's supposed to be. So that's the page we opened to, okay? And you'll see the 6-rayed star. And it says, as you learn to become peaceful under the star, you radiate this peace into the outer world. Isn't that beautiful? So We're gonna talk about that on Wednesday in detail. So be back here on Wednesday, okay? Hello, Megan Soria 333. Welcome. So glad to see you. Spiritual Peace is here. Yay! Christine C is here. Christine says, I don't remember this movie. That's why I always like to read the book first. Very spiritual, Bob. I'm trying to meditate every morning. Hold on, I just lost your thing. Hoping the information I received is correct. Well, I think Mr. Miyagi said, if you get the picture inside, it's the right one. So I think we can learn. We've got to learn to trust our inner word, our inner world, our inner wisdom. Because you see, unfortunately, and no offense to anybody's religion here, but there are some religions, which I won't name, but they limit people and they tell them that you have no goodness within. You're evil and corrupt and your heart is impure and you have no success. I don't believe that. And the spirit people don't believe that. And I know Mr. Miyagi did not believe that. So, the teacher that I had, my Mr. Miyagi, Reverend Suji, he said to me one day, and it made me think of Mr. Miyagi when he said this. He said, do you know you are the Buddha within? You are the Buddha nature. You are infinite light. And I was like, whoa. I was like, what? I was only like 23 years old, right? And he's like, you are infinite light. You are the Buddha. And I was like, really? Like, I couldn't fathom that at the time. I was like, I am the Buddha? He said, He said, the Buddha nature goes into all things, all people, all beings. You are part of the cosmos. You are part of life. You are part of the Buddha. I really love that. And it took me a lot of years to meditate on that. And it's like Mr. Miyagi said, if you trust the picture within, it will always be right. See, because if that's true, that the Buddha is within, the power of the spirit, whatever you call it, Buddha is only one term. We could say spirit, we could say starlight, Let's find that power, okay? Anyways, we're going to do some readings, but we're going to do a quick meditation so we can open the channel, okay? So I want you to get comfortable and just take your keys off your keyboard. I'm not going to read any more stuff till we come back. Let's just close our eyes for a minute. And as we close our eyes, I want you to visualize floating above you that beautiful white star, that six-rayed star, the hexagram, shining brilliant white light. And I want you to see that star floating above you and let it come closer now. Let it come down and float above your head, just a few inches above your head. And as that star descends, I want you to feel its soft and nurturing and white light. And let that light nurture and inspire and bless you. And let that light now enter through the top of your head. It's warm. It's like a sunlight coming in through the top of your head, but not overwhelming, gentle and soft light. Let that beautiful light now float down through your face, down through the back of your head. Let it move all down through your neck and throat. Let that light move into your shoulders now. Feel it releasing tension. Let that light now flow down each arm. It's like waterfalls of light flowing down to the hands and fingers. Let that light move down through the shoulder blades, down to the lower back. Let it move all down from the chest and into the stomach as well. Try to see and feel that light now as it just moves through you and wraps around you like a silk blanket, soft and protective and nurturing. Let that light flow down through the hips, down through the thighs, down to the knees. Let that amazing light flow through you and let it continue to bring in peace, balance, and healing. Let the light flow down to the shins and calves, down to the ankles, and all the way down to the feet and toes. Now, as you look within, I want you to see and know and realize that you are now filled with this amazing and divine light from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Remember that in this light, there is no fear. There is only peace, love, joy, and acceptance. This light is your connection to your higher source and your connection to your higher self. Now, I'm going to be silent for just a brief moment. And during the silence, let's keep our eyes closed. Let's try to stay within, and let's see and feel this amazing light. So now I'm going to be silent just for a moment while we do this. Very good. Now, we've been working in our spirit body, and I want us to slowly come back to the physical. So let's move our feet a little bit. Let's move our hands and fingers. Take some deep breaths, get the lungs working. And when you're ready, I want you to come back. And when you return, you're going to be alert, be refreshed, and hopefully be feeling good. And when you're back and ready, just let me know. All right. Are we coming back? Little by little? All right. All right. Wonderful. Isn't that wonderful? You know, I love to meditate, but my peace never lasts because you know who's got to come in back behind me here? My old Jabberjaw buddy, Fletcher. And he's here. He says hello. Anyways, well, let's see what we got in the questions. Here's one popping up in front of me. Guided light work therapies writes, hi, Bob. Any messages from my dad or my Reiki guide, Joel? Hi, guided light work therapies. You know, I keep hearing a woman speaking to me here, and I think this may be your guide, Joel. I keep hearing them say something about increasing the light quotient, and they're saying they're very proud of you. It looks like you've taken on kind of new energy or been doing some expansion in your work. And your guides asked me to tell you that you are in the light and that the light quotient has increased. I hope that makes some sense to you. Joel's asking me to tell you that they're bringing your father through as well. Let me see if I can get him. I'm getting a man talking to me, and he said, thank you for healing me. And I think it's your father. I think you've done some work on him since he's been in spirit, because I get the sense that like he made his transition, but since he's been there, he's been getting healing. And I feel like you've been doing some healing. So he wants to acknowledge it. He feels you have helped him. And he's in the light. He says that he loves you, that he's at peace, and all things are good. Okay? So anyways, yes, keep doing your work. You're getting a lot of blessings from the spirit world, and he's blessed. And he said, I'm learning now how to be a greater channel of the light. So you can call on your dad. He's going to be with you when you do healing work, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, D3 Light 3D. I love that name. Delighted to be here. Hi, glad you're here. Psychic Bob, who is my archangel? What color is my aura? You have an archangel. It's actually Uriel around you, Archangel Uriel. I keep hearing him speaking. He said, I'm her guardian. And this archangel is helping you. It looks like there's going to be some improvement in the money situation. Probably isn't going to be till the new year, till January 2020. But Uriel says he's bringing prosperity and blessings to you. It's interesting, when I step into your aura, I'm getting gold and silver light, which means that it is your time to literally shine, to be visible. And I feel like there's going to be some increase in finances coming as well. And Uriel's helping with it. So watch around January, okay? Gold light means you have a lot of talent. So I want you to value yourself and put yourself out there either for promotion or for a new job, because I feel that this new year is transition. And it's like, it's not the same old, a lot of energy shift around you, but it's a good one. But Uriel's working with you, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Let's see. Pobsby Popsy Paw Paw says, what a cute book. Yeah, I think this is the book you're doing, The Book of Starlight, and it's by White Eagle. I would encourage everybody to check this out. It's a wonderful book. You can find it on Amazon or eBay. Great book. I recommend it, okay? Matt B asks, what do you think of the unicursal hexagram? Matt, I think a hexagram carries its power in whatever form it is. So if using the unicursal hexagram in your magic practice works for you, I say go for it. There's a long history between the pentagram and the hexagram. And I know about the unicursal hexagram. And the unicursal hexagram is fascinating because it allows you to create a hexagram without having to break the line, which it strengthens its power. So I think it's a valid form of hexagram. And a lot of people have worked magic with it. So I think it's valid and it works. Okay. Thank you so much. I was at a ritual where they used it once and I felt the vibration from it. So I think it's valid. Okay. Okay. Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. If it's okay for you, may I get a little reading? I feel like I'm losing faith as things don't seem to change. Thank you for your teachings. Well, Kelly, I'm so sorry you're going through a struggle, hon. I got to tell you, when I'm stepping into your vibration, I'm getting two different colors here. I'm getting dark blue light and I'm getting bright orange light. Now, dark blue light tells me that you are feeling stuck, and that's a little bit of depression. Don't give up hope. I see transition. It's not going to be, and I got to be honest, till December. But that's where that orange light comes in. Orange light tells me that you're going to be drawing into your life a few different things. One is creative process and creative power. I feel like you've got a lot of creative energy. You have actually an artist energy around you, an artist theme, but I feel like you've not been able to exercise. I want you to be open to creating, whether creating jewelry, creating paintings, creating art, photography. It doesn't matter what you create, but be open to creating. Because I see in December you being able to take that and run with it. Orange light also tells me you're drawing friends to you. And so I do feel like there's people coming into your life. I get one woman that's coming in that I feel is like a girlfriend, not a romantic girl. I mean like a girl who's a friend, a girlfriend, who you hang out with. It's strengthening your connection to life. So, by December, I think you're out of this holding pattern. And I see more money coming to you, but it's directly connected to your creativity. Okay, so be open to that. All right. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Hold on a second. We're just flying by here, guys. So bear with me. Amina Firefly. Hey, Bob, when I was little, I saw a lady in the corner of my hall by a mirror wall. She looked like me, but older and looked homeless. She reached out to me and I ran away. Was that a ghost? Yes, Amina, that was a ghost. That was an earthbound spirit. I've been told, Fletcher said, that she has crossed since. But what's interesting is she was drawn to your home and to you because of your light. You have a very pure light, a lot of blue and white around you. And because of your light, she started to have hope. So you helped her to cross, whether you know it or not. She felt goodness was a possibility in the afterlife. She knew she was dead, but she felt kind of despondent, and she saw you. And she reached out to you because she wanted to say thank you for giving me hope. And she's in the light because of you. Sometimes, and this is true, I want everybody to listen to this because this is important. Sometimes just our own light, without having to do anything, can help a trapped soul. This is why I think it's so important. My spirit guides always say, try to raise your light, try to be closer to the light. And, you will help others on the way. So don't wait till you die. Do it now. Become a saint now. That's what Rose said one time. Become a saint now. I agree with her. So anyways, Amina Firefly, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Good question. Carolina R. writes, hold on a second, Carolina. I'm sorry, hon. I can't go back in the chat. I'm so sorry. Oh, here it is. Okay, now it's just jumped down. Do you see me moving to Arizona? Any messages from the spirit world? Blessing. Carolina R., I do feel you'll move. I keep not getting this, though, till after the new year. So I think it'll be in 2020, early on, like more like February or March. So I do think you're going to go, so be ready for that. In terms of spirit messages, I keep hearing a voice talking to me. This is a male that I'm getting around you. This is one of your spirit guides, actually. You have a Native American guide around you. And this Native American spirit guide says this is, I'm calling her to the west. It's an Indian, actually, Indian chief. What's his name? Black Eagle. It's Chief Fletcher just said the name. Chief Black Eagle. He's the ranch, one of your spirit guides, but he's going to take you to the west. So yes, you're going. Blessings to you. Matt Burns says, Bob, do you see me retiring early? You know, Matt, I do feel like you're done where you are. I'm getting energy, what I call closure energy. And I feel like for you, Matt, though, it's not really an issue of retire. Let me just clarify this. You're leaving that job, but you're not going to quit working, okay? Because the spirit world has a lot of calling for you. You actually have a lot of healing energy around you. And I feel that after you leave that work, you're going to do spiritual healing. I don't know if you study Reiki or counseling or any type of therapies, but I want you to look into Reiki because I think that you have some healing gifts. And you would find that being out of that job will allow you to still be active in the world and make some money and be happy. Okay. Anyways, so yes, I do think you will. And if they tell you they're going to extend it, I'll just tell you, I feel like you're done there anyway. So go when you're ready. Okay. Blessings to you. Salt and Pepper. Hey, Salt and Pepper. Thank you for your question. And Matt, thank you for your question. Is my current place haunted? You know, Salt and Pepper, I got to tell you, I don't think it's haunted in the traditional sense of somebody who just won't let go. I think your home is over a vortex area. And I think you're going to be having paranormal phenomena. One of the things that you want to do if you're feeling that is put salt around your house. Just get little cereal bowls, like small bowls like that size, and just fill them with salt and put them in the areas where you're having phenomena. I'm getting three. So I get a kitchen area around this. I'm also getting a bedroom, I think your bedroom area, and the hallway, like a hallway outside the bedrooms. And I'm getting activity in those areas. I don't know if you can confirm that, but I do think you're having phenomena that is spiritual, but it's passing. Like one day it'll be one person, the next day, and it's not just one person hanging on. It's different energies coming through. Some of it's people, some of it's just imprints. It's a mixture of things, but salt will help purify that and close down that vortex. If it gets really bad, you might have to look at, other options, and I can get into that with you later. But for example, I know somebody who couldn't afford to move and they lived over a vortex. One of the things that I had them do was put copper sheeting on their floor under their carpet, because copper kind of grounded down the energy in areas where it was really, really bad. So that's something you might need to try or want to try at some point. Let's hope not. Start with the salt, though. And if you run into problems, let me know. But you're on a vortex area. A vortex is an area where there's electrical currents. It's like ley line energy under the ground. This has nothing to do with the house. It's with the property. And it opens kind of spiritual doorways. So you are in an area that technically, I guess I could say, yes, it's haunted, but it's not just a haunted house. It's a vortex energy. Okay. And you can shut that down and lessen the effects of that. Okay. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Queen Amidala, question, Bob. What do you see for me in terms of space travel? Excuse me. Sorry, I'm losing my voice today. I feel in the next 5 to 6 years, we will be starting private space travel, and I think you will have a chance to go. So I would encourage you. I also get astral projection around you. And I think that you want to be open to that as well, because I feel like your desire to go to space actually comes from your astral travels as well. And I do think you have connections to aliens. So yeah, you'll be connected to space travel. And I do think you've actually been in space, not only between astral travel, but you have an alien connection. You've actually been aboard their craft as well. So yeah, you have a connection to the stars, and you'll get a chance to go there in the earth body consciously as well in about 5 years. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Good question. All right. Christian Druid, 1313 Clifton. Bob, there's a man that is upset with me because I won't allow him to move in with me. Christian Druid, let me tell you, stick to your guns on that. That person is not ready to be a roommate or a boyfriend or anything. I think he has attentions to you. He has attraction to you, but I don't feel the timing is right. I don't feel he's ready to be in living in your house. So continue to say no. If he throws a fit, then that's a sign you need to totally kind of cut that cord, because he should respect your boundaries. And it sounds like he's pressing boundary issues, and that's not cool. Nobody should control you or try to force their way into your life. So keep up your guard. Say no. All right, there you go. All right. D3 Light 3D. Thank you, PsychicBobby. You're welcome, darling. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ken says, how is my career for the year 2020? You know, Ken, I'm getting the word around you, dynamic. Now, when I say dynamic, that can mean two things. It can mean really great, but it can also mean transitory changes. And that's the sense I feel. I feel it's dynamic in the sense that there's a lot of growth opportunities for you. And I feel that as we get around February, end of February, going into March, I keep seeing opportunity for you to rise to a new career position, either a promotion or a new job. But I'm getting the word leadership here around you. And I feel like I want you to focus on work where you get to kind of be in management or leadership, because that's where I see you doing really well with that, okay? So that looks really good. 2020 is a good year for you, okay? Oh, Marie Hilaire, $5. Thank you, darling. Well, that's so kind of you. Well, let me see what I've got around spirit for you. Marie, you know, when I'm walking into your light, Marie, I'm getting the most vibrant blue around you. This is the light of peace, and also the light of communication. And I want you to watch here, because I feel like as we go into the month of November, you're having a strong connection with the spirit world, even stronger than you've had before. You are a communicator with spirits. You're a natural medium. And I see this next few months for you that really increasing. So, you know, I always say with the spirit world, just talk to them. They're here. And you know, Marie, you're already talking, and you're going to connect even stronger. But you've got a lot of blue light around you. And I do see November as kind of a turning point in your spiritual evolution. Okay. So, you know, Marie, if I can say also, I don't know if you're doing a daily meditation, but I feel like when I'm in your energy, I want to say, keep the stream of consciousness steady, which means work on being more focused on daily meditation. And you know, the secret to meditation is just do 5 good minutes. That'll get you farther than an hour of halfway being focused. 5 minutes a day. And I think that's going to open up some channel for you. Maria, I also get an issue around a housing change for you. Are you looking to do a move? Maybe you can tell me in the chat later. But I feel like when we're in like after the new year, like January, February, there could come up issue of a chance for a move. I don't see this as a crisis, like you're losing your home or you're being evicted. This is more like, hey, I got an opportunity. It could be an investment, but I'm getting property or purchase of property in the new year. So anyways, I got to put it out there. Let's see where it goes. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your donation. Blessings to you. All right, hold on. I can't see what I've got going on here. Okay. Yeah, Liva Durbin says, hi, Bob. Thank you so much for wonderful messages. Is there a message on my life path and what star sign I am? Blessings to you. Hi, Liva or Liva. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know, I got to tell you, Liva, that in terms of your life path, you have one of your life themes. I call it the life theme, life path, same thing. You have a communicator theme also. Like Marie, you have a communicator. You got a blue with you. I feel like you want to focus on writing. I feel like that communication work may even include like writing spiritual books. You've got a communicator. I also get an artist theme around you. And I feel like you have a gift for visual arts, for painting, for writing, things in the artistic area. In terms of starseed family, I'm getting a Pleiadian connection around you. I felt like they've been around you all your life, actually. And I'm curious to know, have you actually seen one appear to you? Because I'm getting like a very visual element here, as if they literally come and see you and you've seen them. So you are connected, the Pleiadians, wonderful group. I love the Pleiadians. But yeah, okay. So those are your life themes, and let me know. Blessings to you. Good questions. Thank you for writing. All right, hold on just a second. Yeah, Bonnie Daly says, my brother Lonnie was in a car accident that left him in a coma 15 years. Oh, no. Hold on, I just lost this. Oh, no. Let's see if I can get it back. Hold on. I can't get the question. Oh, I can't. This drives me crazy. This is one thing I don't like about this chat and live streaming. You may have to resend me your question. I'm sorry. It was a question about your brother in a coma. So yeah, I want to look at that, but I'm sorry. That's all. I'm not getting anything on it yet. All right. So we'll come back. I'm so sorry. Sarah J writes, Dear Bob, I am 60 today. Love listening today. Any special messages? Well, my gosh, Sarah, happy birthday to you. You know, I got to tell you, and this is important, and everybody should know this. Birthdays are times of spiritual power. This is a time when you get to focus on your inner light, your soul. And many people at their birthdays do life reviews. And so use part of this to give yourself credit for all the progress you've made in the last year. You know, so many times we think about our past and we always have our regrets. You know, I should have done this, I should have done that. Don't do it from that place. I want you to say, what am I thankful for? I have to tell you, Sarah, I feel like around you, you've got some beautiful, powerful angels. And I keep getting Archangel Michael around you. And I feel, Sarah, that he's one of your protectors. And I keep hearing him say that you're going to be traveling in this new year of life. So I want you to be able to travel. I'm seeing some places around you. There's a connection with Wales, the country of Wales, and possibly Spain as well. So I'm getting both of these countries. And I do feel like travel is going to be part of this year for you, because what Michael is saying, I hear him say, he said she's opening to her soul journey. So this is going to be a powerful and a blessed year for you. I also want you to watch, because they're telling me that when we get to next year around June of 2020, it looks like there may come up an issue here of some type of partnership or a business partnership with you, where somebody wants you to form a company or do some type of business, and they're saying, go ahead and do it. So you've got a year coming of prosperity, a lot of travel, and a lot of spiritual growth, okay? So I hope that helps. But call on Archangel Michael. He's particularly working with you right now. All right, blessings. Lillian Carabello says, hi, Bob. Hey, Lillian, good to see you. I'm seeing the number 555. What does that mean? That's a wonderful number. 5 is the number of protection. It's the number of the pentagram, the 5-pointed star. And 555 means you're protected. Don't be afraid. It means let go of your fear. Spirit's got your back. Now, of course, that doesn't mean leave your doors unlocked, but it's a sign. It's not a warning that you're in danger. It just means don't worry about anything. You're safe. 5 also represents embracing your life. It can indicate healing sometimes as well. It indicates strength of the body. It represents humanity, and it represents like you are loved as you are. It means that you've obtained growth as a human. It's a sign that the spirit world wants to acknowledge that you're making wonderful progress, you're protected, and you're loved just as you are, and strength and healing to the body. Hope that helps. Blessings. That's a good question. Okay. Let's see. Unshaped walk. Question. Feeling a little lost. Is there any messages for me? Unshaped walk. I got to tell you, when I step into your frequency, I am getting, I'm getting gray static around you. It's like gray light with static, and that indicates that you're feeling disconnected from your higher self. Okay. Now, good news is when I go beyond that, I'm getting beautiful white light and golden light and yellow. And those lights tell me that in the coming month, you're going to get out of this broken pattern. I feel like for you right now, you're in a place of struggle in the emotional area. There's like a loss of faith that I feel like somebody has hurt you or disappointed you. And I want to say to you, and I don't say this flippantly, I say this in sincerity, you're just going to have to let it go. You can't fix other people right now, but what you can do is determine to move forward. Sometimes when we're at these moments where we feel lost, the best thing we can do is simply put one foot in front of the other. I feel like you're ready for some career change, and I keep seeing the month of December is significant around you in the finances and the work area. And so I want you to embrace moving forward and start thinking about what you want to do, not what you have to do. Because I think that for you, you have a lot of creative energy, but nobody's letting you have an outlet for it. So I'd like you to look for work where there's more creativity. And you're going to say, how can I do that? Well, I want you to look at work, like, for example, connected to promotions work, like where you would get to, like, for example, develop advertising for people, or, do public relations, or maybe like develop web pages, something where you're creating and putting messages out. That's where I see you being more successful. I think you could start with just looking at, for example, developing websites. This takes a lot of artistic vision and creativity. The technical skill is not as complex as it used to be. So you would be able to get into it rather quickly. And I feel like you would find that through creating and helping people's lives grow and change, it would bring you a lot of joy. Okay. So I want to put that out there for you. I do pick up around you a number of spirit people as well. I'm getting a lady here that's on your father's side in spirit that goes back. I think this is a grandmother on the father's side that I pick up around you. And I just keep hearing a woman, and forgive me, it might be great grandmother, but I think it's grandmother, saying that you're not alone. And they said, I'm with them. So you've got that person guiding you. I also get another spirit guide here. And there's a man around you, and he's dressed in like 1500 style clothing. The Renaissance clothing. Is a man. And he said that he was an artist in his day. And he said, I will help them to create beauty. So, and this man's name, let me see if I can get his name. What is your name? Fletcher, what's his name? Okay, he gives me the name of Carlos. And this man, Carlos, he was an artist in Spain during the Renaissance. So that's one of your spirit guides, Carlos. So he's going to help you open up that creativity and start to move forward. So call on Carlos and call on your grandmother. Okay, blessings to you. Thanks for being here. I hope that helps. Hey, Ree Exton's here all the way from Wales. Oh my gosh, it's like late. There's like 2 a.m. now, isn't it? I mean, I'm telling you. Or 1 a.m. I don't know. It's late. Ree Exton. Hi, Bob. Can I please get a reading? I'm struggling at the moment. Oh, Ree, I'm so sorry. I hate it when you struggle like that. Well, first of all, Ree, I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your light, and I don't say this flippantly, I'm not getting struggle. Now, I know you're going to say, Bob, how can you say that? No. When I don't see struggle as a psychic, that's actually a good sign, because it means that what you're dealing with is going to pass very quickly, so quickly that I don't even have advice for it. I know that sounds strange, but I want you to watch here, because literally when we get to Halloween around the 31st, they're telling me that you're freer. The words I hear is you're clear in your mind. You're free in your mind. And I get the sense there may be some emotional struggle or even a relationship struggle going on here. And my spirit people are asking me to tell you, they said, tell Ree that she will be able to make decisions by that time. So just wait on the spirit, because what they're showing me is there's going to be clarity around this. But I feel that by Halloween, you may be having to make some choices, particularly related to relationship, and the spirit will give you the right timing. That's all I get right now, hon. I'm so sorry. I can't tell you what the decision must be. That's going to be part of your spiritual work, but you're not alone. Hold on. Somebody's talking to me back here. Oh, it's Doris. You know my guide, Doris Stokes. I think you know. She was a British medium back in the 1970s and 80s. She's here, and she says, now you tell dear Ree, she said, Doris is here. And she said, I'm going to get her back on track and get everything sorted out with her. And she said, tell her she's not alone. She said, tell me about it, dear. So she's going to be in your room. She said, literally, I'll be sitting with her tonight and talking to her. So Doris Stokes will be coming to you. And I want you to just tell her everything, because she's going to help you and she's around you. Anyways, that's all I'm getting, darling, but I hope it helps. Listen, you're going to be better, because the other light in your aura is transcendent light. You have a lot of beautiful, just like golden light, a lot of white light, and you've got silver too, which indicates financial blessings. So I feel like this time of change for you is going to move quickly, and it's going to ultimately be healing and blessing. All right. So you're not alone. Call on Doris. Thank you, darling. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Oh, Angela, Lady Angela is here. Angela McAllister. Yay. Thank you so much. Awesome question, Kat. Oh, Kat, did I miss your question? I'm sorry I didn't see it, or if I answered it. Rare Wicca spells, Angela. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't go back. So if I missed it, forgive me, Kat. You might want to resend if I didn't answer it. Okay, here's Bonnie Daly's question. Bonnie, I got it back here. My brother Lonnie was in a car accident that left him in a coma. 15 years later, he passed, still in a coma. My question is, what was he doing in spirit during those coma years? And does he come around me? Oh, Bonnie, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a very sad situation. Let me tell you something, though. When he was in coma, he was actually in and out of the body. He was getting used to his body. Fletcher said he was actually having fun, because he realized that he could make a choice to stay or to go. Now, he couldn't come out of his coma because his body was limited in what he could do to it and what it could be done. But he learned to work in his spirit body. He was actually around you before he even died several times. And they're saying that he does come around you now. And in fact, one of the things he does is he plays me. He loved music when he was alive, they're telling me. And that he will make music come on the radio that will make you think of him. And when you hear a song, you think, oh my God, I'm thinking of Lonnie. That's him. Okay, so he's around you. He's doing stuff. He visits you regularly. And he's going to be showing himself in dreams as well. Okay, so yeah, he's actually a master now moving between the worlds. So he's around you. And what you can do is just ask him, just sit down and say, hey, Lonnie, I want to talk to you. Can you meet me tomorrow at 3 p.m. or whatever time? Just choose a time. And set a chair. What you do is put a chair in the room for him. You sit in one chair. And you just invite him to come and sit. I'm telling you, you're going to say, oh my God, I felt him come in the room. And you'll know you'll get your son. But he's going to be easily able to come to you. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you. Golden Lady. Hi, Bob. Kelly Coffey told me the other day that she saw a white light being looking thing that's next to me. And it's really short. Do you know what it is? That's a joy guide. Joy guides come to us from the spirit world. They're oftentimes children. They're just little. They look like they're like 2 or 3 feet tall. But they're actually ancient souls who have a lot of wisdom. But they come in the form of children to guide us, to make us laugh. And your joy guide is around you because they want you to have more fun on your journey. Okay? Don't take everything so seriously. Just have fun. People say to me, well, can I have fun and be spiritual? I thought you have to be all serious. No, you don't have to be all serious. The spirit world will give you blessing and power, but you have to have fun. See, Jesus said it. I'm not trying to preach, but Jesus said, to enter the kingdom, you must be as a little child. What does that mean? A child says, I have trust, I have faith, I have fun. Children play, they don't get all serious about everything. So that little joy guides come to you. Let me see if I can get the name. Fletcher, do you know what his name is? I'm not getting her. It is a girl. Yeah, it's a little girl around you. What's her name? Marissa. Marissa is her name. Okay. But she's one of your joy guides. Okay. But she's going to help you laugh. So what I want you to do is, make a little table with some, candy on it, make a little colorful cloth, put some candy on, say, Marissa, this is your candy, and welcome her. She'll be helping you psychically and to develop joy. Blessings to you. There's Marie Hilaire. Did I answer your question, Marie? Well, I'm going to answer it again because you have a go. Which angels are around me? You have a number of angels. One of the angels it's a lady that I get, a female angel. Angels can be male or female. But I get a female angel around you. And the name sounds like, she gives me a name, it sounds like Belina, Beleena, Belina. And she's one of your angel guides and protectors. So she's around you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. All right, Christine C., any guidance or messages for me, Bob? Thank you. Love you. Okay, hi, Lord Tony. Lord Tony's here. Wonderful. Hi, Lord Tony, wherever you are. I don't see you, but hi. Christine C., I got to tell you, I keep getting this new 2020 is a power year for you. And I feel like literally from January 1st to December 31st, you are on the go. You're seeing and being seen. It's a year of communication. Really focus on putting yourself out there to serve and to help people. I feel like you're going to do spiritual work as well as material work. So there's a lot of energy for success for you. I'm getting a lot of silver lights. 2020 is your money year. And I feel like, there may even come up some issues around renovation of a home. Are you trying to do some construction or something? Because I keep getting you looking at papers that look like contracts with contractors. So I think there's going to be more money and you might want to invest it in improving your home as well. So be open to that. It seems like you're getting more space, like physically around you as well. So 2020, year of prosperity, year of growth, year of change. Blessing year, okay? Money for you. Anyways, hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Okay, hold on just a second. Things are flying by here. Oh my gosh. Lynn R., I hear lots of knocking in my house. Who could it be? Lynn, I got to tell you, I'm getting, you've got an earthbound spirit. It's a guy from the Civil War. It's a Civil War soldier. He died. He's in a blue uniform. He's a Union uniform. He's frustrated. He's from the American Civil War. He's just frustrated because he's in the spirit world. He doesn't want to go to the light. So he just hangs out and then he gets annoyed that he can't do everything he wants. The name around this, I want to call it, his name was actually William, but he goes by Bill or Billy. And I want you to say, Billy, go to the light. You got to go. Just tell him he's got to go. Insist. Because I feel he's disruptive to yours. He won't hurt you. I don't see any danger, but he's just a little annoying. Okay. But yeah, his name is Billy. That's who's knocking. Okay. Don Chance says, do I have a joy guide? Hi, Don. Yes, you do. You have a little boy around you in spirit. They're telling me, Fletcher says his name is, what's his name here? Joey. His name is Joey. You have a little joy guide. And Don, this is interesting because when they give a joy guide to people, it generally indicates that you're ready for spiritual growth. And so they're trying to help you, but also have fun in the process. So you have a joy guide named Joey. Okay. Blessings to you. Laura Doss, any messages for me? Hi, Laura. Good to see you, darling. Thank you so much. You know what I get around you here? When I'm going into your energy field, I'm getting waves like flashing purple all around you. It tells me that you're opening your psychic gifts very strongly right now. And I pick up around you a man that's talking to me. And it's interesting. He's dressed in like an ancient kind of Greek style robe. He gives me the name Platonius. And he said he's not Plato, but he said he studied with Plato and he took the name Platonius. So he's a Greek philosopher around you. And he's helping you with your understanding of mystical things, of philosophy, of life after death, of all these deep soul questions. But Platonius is your guide, and you're definitely opening psychically. So he's asked him to help you, okay? Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Okay. Stacy G, what career do you see me doing? Thank you. Stacy, you're an artist. You need to be in fashion. You need to create clothing, create paintings, create jewelry, create. You're an artist, okay? And I think anything you do in the fashion world would be a success. I really do, okay? I get a lot of media energy around you, and I also feel like you could do very well kind of combining that with media work, like starting your own show where you preview fashion or something like that. I think YouTube would be a very good place for you to kind of put yourself out there, but that's what I see. Hope that helps. Blessings to you, okay? Oh my gosh, guys. Well, I tell you, I'm looking at the clock. I'm going to have to close down now. I don't mean to be short, but it is so good to be here with you. And I thank you for your questions. Listen, we're going to do more of this on Tuesday. I may do another, if you guys want. Let me ask you, you want me to do a live messages this Tuesday? Would you guys like that? Tell me what you think. Put some comments over here so I can see. But I think Tuesday we're going to do another live messages from the spirit world, okay? So we're going to end it now. PsychicBob's tired. I have been doing readings all day, every week. I've been full, but I love what I do. But it's Sunday night. I'm going to have a little bit of a rest now. I hope you guys understand. I've always said to you guys, I'm here for the long haul. I'm here for the long term, and so that means I got to balance my energy. So I know, if it were up to me, I'd go 3 more hours with you tonight. But I also have to respect my body and my physical energy because it takes a lot of energy to channel and to do this work. So it's not that I don't want to help you. It's just I gotta think of the long term, right? Okay. So anyways, we're going to be back here tomorrow on Monday for our astrology. We're going to spin around our zodiac wheel and see what is in the stars for you. Make sure to be here for that. That'll be posted tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, we'll do messages from the spirit world. So I think we'll do a live one. Live on Tuesday sounds awesome. Yes, please, people are saying. Thank you so much, guys. Blessings to you all. Yeah, I'll have a good rest. Go live Tuesday, please. Enjoy live. Blessed be. Thank you, Vuvanale. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you to all of you. It's such a treat for me to be able to come here and really spend time and talk to you all because, in the world of media, as much as I love the media world, media many times makes me feel distant from people. Like when I go on a TV show or a radio show, unless I can actually interact with people, I always feel like media is there, but it always puts a wall between me and people. And so this is why I love the live streams. Ree says, love you, Bob. Thank you, Ree. I'm so glad you're here. Blessings to you. What time on Tuesday? Butterfly, I'm not sure yet. Let me find out. I got to check my schedule. I'll announce that tomorrow on tomorrow's video. So I'll let you know what time we're going to go on Tuesday, okay? But, as I was saying, when I get to be here with you guys, it's such a blessing. And I really appreciate your kind feedback, your questions. And please know if I didn't answer your question, I don't mean to be offensive. I'm only one person, okay? There are literally over 100 of you here. So thank you. Thank you for understanding. Anyways, this is great. Anyways, just to remind you real quick before we go, pop over to PsychicBob.com. There's right below is the link, PsychicBob.com, and get your free copy now posted of Solar Biomorph. Now, if you say, Bob, I don't like that painting, that's okay. I'm not offended. Just remember, next week we'll have a new one. Every week we have something new. So if you don't like it, that's okay. But I'll tell you, you might want to download it because it'll be a limited edition. And after it's down, you won't be able to get it. So get it while you can. Someday PsychicBob's artwork might be worth millions of dollars and you'll have a limited edition print, So, Even if you don't like it, just get it, tuck it away for a few years. Might increase the value. Anyways, guys, listen, thank you for being here. I love all of you. You are all welcome. Thank you. I'm going to send me thank yous and hearts and kisses and loves. Thank you, guys. Love all of you. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a taped video. I'm not going to go live tomorrow because I've got a lot going on. So I'll have a little video out for the horoscopes for astrology forecast tomorrow. But Tuesday we'll be live. So tomorrow's video, we'll talk about that as well. You guys rock. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for our astrology forecast. Thank you. Good night. And may all of you always, what do I always say? Blessed be.